Hello, and we are here backstage at the fish tank. Are we backstage?
We are backstage.
Wow.
We're downstage.
Fancy.
Understage.
And we are with members from 3 bands. We're with Fred Page, from Fred Page, Sons and Lovers, and Eliza and the Bear.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Yeah.
So, should we start by introducing yourselves? What you do in your band and what band you're from?
I am James and I sing and play guitar in Eliza and the Bear.
Hi, I'm Tom. I sing and play guitar in Sons and Lovers.
I'm Fred, and then I pretty much cover all the bases in Fred Page.
Yeah. So, how about we start off and talk about our influence, well, your influences for when you started.
Our band are really into, every individual member's really into loads of different stuff. I am really liking the new Bombay Bicycle Club album.
Alright.
That's kind of like non-stop on my iTunes at the moment, so that's pretty much me for right now.
Tom's just really excited about McBusted because they are.
McBusted.
McBusted, really.
Apparently so, after that.
Sons and
I
Lovers.
don't think I've ever mentioned McBusted in my life before.
He loves it. And I'm now going to be serious. I really like Ryan Adams. He's a pretty big deal for me. And Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley. He died.
He died swimming.
Swimming. Tragic.
Did they ever find his
Yeah.
I don't think he was swimming. That was the problem.
Yeah.
More drowning.
More swimming should be suggested.
He disappeared.
Look at that one.
Okay, now I know all of you support other people, play with other people. I know Eliza and the Bear supported Paramore.
What was that like?
Mental. Absolutely insane. Probably the best week of my entire life so far. Alex was looking a bit weird. Yeah, no, it was great. Playing shows that every day you can guarantee there'd be like 10,000 people watching. It was pretty cool to do, but tried not to get too used to it.
Did you meet Haley Williams?
Did.
Did you?
I was the last person to meet her.
Did you touch your hair?
Gave her a hug.
Oh, man.
That gets you more points.
Just what you told me.
Not on the radio.
Yeah, and I know Sons and Lovers have toured with Ellie Goulding, supported One Republic, played alongside Monsters and Men.
Oh yeah, I really like
Ian
Monsters and Men.
Nesbitt. The list goes on and on and on. How is it like to play with them type of artists?
Yeah, it was incredible. Ellie was our first ever tour, so we haven't done many gigs, so it was kind of amazing for her to take us out. And we just did sort of 10 UK dates, but it was like Brixton Academy, one of those 5,000 people, so it felt just ridiculous. And yeah, the others have been great as well. Just I'm a big fan of One Republic, so it's lovely to tour with them, and it's sort of we've been able to tour with people that we're really big fans of. So that's always
Pretty cool. So what is it like playing to like these big audiences? What's it like playing to big audiences?
It's completely different from playing like things on this tour, where it's obviously quite small venues. We're going to sort of different places, and for me, playing in front of big audiences, it's not so nerve-wracking. Just because it's not, you can't really see people's faces as well. So
Very
it's kind of
detached,
like one.
isn't it?
It's very detached. You're quite far away from everyone, and it looks just like there's one. There's just like 1,000 people, rather than here, where like you can see if it's like 100 across the room, you can see 100 people's faces, and you can see how everyone's reacting to everything.
If someone hates you at the back of the room, you know about it. If they leave, you are completely aware.
So I think you've got to work a bit harder because of that. I thought we'd do it anyway.
Yeah.
So Fred, what's it like playing on your own? Because obviously you guys have you can bounce your energy off others playing. What's it like playing on your own?
Actually, going out tends to be pretty nerve-wracking. Like stepping out there, but then I think in a way it's easier because I get to make my own timing, make my if I mess up a little bit, I can just move on from it. I don't have to kind of keep in. Yeah, I don't have to keep in time. That's one thing. And so yeah, I find that that's a bit easier. On this tour, I'm actually doing a little collab.
Ooh,
Exciting.
cover.
Little cover of John Mayer with the drummer out with Sons and Lovers and
Josh.
guitarist from Eliza and the Bear, and then weird little guy called Jackson who plays.
He's also playing with Eliza and the Bear.
Unsigned Live with Charlie and Mark.
So, I think you all have singles either just released or coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the recording process for them like?
Let's one. Let's go first. This one.
Brad, do you want to hear this one first?
I'll say this recording process for my single Concrete was pretty testing, in that like I wrote it halfway through last year and knew exactly how I wanted it to sound from the beginning, and spent quite a few months, well, like 2 months, kind of going in and recording it and it not feeling quite right. And then I teamed up with this guy called Elliot James, who's awesome, and he just kind of seemed to work some sort of magic. It meant that he played all the parts, so like I'd played those parts a million times already, so I was like, they were kind of starting to drag me down, and I kind of walked into his studio and he pressed play and this thing kind of came on, and I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good.
So we've got a song called Lover coming out next month, and we did the B-side for it. Now, so they're very, very different recording processes both, like for those. For the B-side, a song called The Only One, we basically decided to mix it up a little bit. We made a video with our friend who's a director called Pip. This story not interesting enough for you? So we made a video together with our friend Pip, and we did the song afterwards. So we did the video with nothing at all, and then soundtracked it. So that's kind. So yeah, that was sort of a bit of a different process of recording, and then the single Lover was just sort of kind of a normal process. I guess we went to the studio and just. Actually, it's the 7th version. It took a long time. Yeah.
Ours was really cool. We recorded It Gets Cold. We did one day at Abbey Road. So that was like
Wow.
like slightly mental. Probably less cool once you're actually in there. It's just kind of like a normal studio. But before we went in there, it was like,
Eliza and the Best, Slam Abbey Road.
yeah, no, it was great. It was pretty straightforward, kind of plain sailing recording session, really.
Cool. So, Eliza and the Bear.
Yes.
We've had your stuff actually played on our show before.
Oh, thank you very
We had
much.
it. We have Brothers Boat played on our show before. I really like that song. And it was requested by a local band, Kerosene. What would you say, or how does it feel to for your music to have an impact on people and for people to actually listen to it and enjoy it?
It's probably one of the most bizarre things ever. It still feels like all we do is write music in our bedroom, and no one really gives a crap about it. But to have people listening to it and actually wanting to hear it is really cool. And it's like, I guess it's kind of what we're here to do, and what if that's happening, we're doing our job right, I guess. So.
Yeah. Kerosene were quite a young band. They were all 16-year-old. So what sort of responsibilities do you think that you need to have to sort of inspire the next generation of artists and performers?
I think you just have to be a good role model, don't you? Really, there's a lot of.
Jeez.
No. You don't.
I'll tell you what.
No, but
get out. Snide comments in the back.
There's a lot of Miley Cyruses. There's a lot of Miley Cyruses flopping about, and they're kind of a bit like, definitely not going to be running around stage dressed like that anytime. I don't know. You just got to, I suppose.
I think there's so many different roads to get what you want to do, and if people do it for the X Factor, or stuff like that, then whatever, it's not what we've done.
Yeah,
we've sort of done it a different way, and we've all worked really hard at.
I think that's important, as long as people know that it's not just like you didn't write a song and then the next day you had £1 million in your bank account and you're playing Wembley Arena, or
it's a constant cycle.
It's like 500 grand.
Like I think we've all worked for 10 plus years to with playing rooms to no one.
Yeah, it's a long process.
Yeah, we've definitely all played to no one. I've definitely played to no one, and it is a really long process, and not just you need to learn. The whole process helps you to learn what it is you do.
Yeah.
When I first started writing music, it was really different, and I didn't know how to do it like I do now, and I'm sure in 5 years' time it'll be different again.
I think listening to the right people is probably, and not listening to the wrong people is the most important thing. We've learned this. It's really hard. Those decisions are the hardest things.
Fred Page, how did you come up with the name Fred Page?
Yes.
It's a long one.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I mean, it's my name.
I was pretty sure that's a joke question. But
Yeah, no, it is my actual name. My name is Frederick Page. My surname is Page. My first name is Frederick. And I guess the only way I can answer your question is my dad had a dog called Fred.
Oh.
And it was the most, like, apparently my dad loved it and used to go on about it, and then by the time I got to the age where I could actually talk and talk to anybody else and understand what this dog was like, it became pretty apparent to me that this dog was a really bit.
Yeah, 7 o'clock radio.
And apparently I'm named after Fred the dog. So that's where Fred Page came from.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well, thank you very
guys.
much.
Thank you very much for
Thank
having
you
us.
for coming, guys.
Thank you very
I
much.
hope you enjoy the gig.
How do we listen to it? Will you tweet us?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
tweet it. Yeah, I'll tweet you. I don't have
Yeah.
Twitter, but I'll set one up.
Set one up, tweet us.
Yeah.
Yeah.